Hello, Meoni here. I thought I'd make a bit of a video today. I haven't made videos in quite a while, and the reason for that is because I got horribly burnt out of ArcheAge. Now, obviously I was making quite a lot of ArcheAge content and very little else, and recently, I don't know, the game has become something that Tryon just wants to add everything to the cash shop. And in lieu of that and the content that is in the game, I have actually, it burnt me out. I'm not really interested in ArcheAge, and so myself and Rose, we have quit ArcheAge in lieu of maybe another game that's going to come along. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be talking about today, and that is Black Desert Online. Black Desert Online is a game that has been developed in Korea. It's been in open development and I guess released for the past 2 years-ish. Sort of released last year, I believe. And obviously, the reason I'm talking about this now is because the release date for the NA in EU version of Black Desert Online is just around the corner. You can pre-order the game now. There are 3 different packages, which I will talk about in a future video, but essentially the highest package will allow you to get in 96 hours before everyone else, so there will be a head start period. You'll have until February the 26th at 8 in the morning UTC, which is GMT as well, to place your pre-order. Until after that point, you won't be able to get the pre-order bonuses and the head start. There are a bunch of bonuses. I advise you go over to blackdesertonline.com. That's all it is, www.blackdesertonline.com, and have a look for yourself if you're interested. There's lots of information there and dates. But obviously you've got until the February 26th at 8 in the morning to place your pre-order if you want to play it. The closed beta is coming just around the corner. The closed beta will start on the 18th of Feb, which we're all pretty hyped for. You actually get closed beta access if you buy one of the last 2 packages. The cheapest package doesn't get you beta access. There will be no open beta for this game. And recently they opened a page where you can reserve your name if you have pre-ordered the game. Obviously, we were a bit late into that. We rushed it, as soon as the server, like the website server came up, we reserved our name. So I've got Meoni and Rose has got Black Rose. A lot of people are complaining that, the site was down due to traffic, etc. So if there is an obscure name that you want reserved, you can go and reserve it totally now, if you have pre-ordered the game in any way, shape or form. So that's when we're looking at the closed beta. The actual game is coming out on the March the 3rd. So the head start, people get it on the, I think we get it on the 28th of February, which of course is 2 weeks from now on a Sunday. And obviously that's 96 hours before the Thursday when the game actually releases. It's either the 28th or the 29th. I think it's the 28th at sort of like midnight or something. So it'd be the 29th. But they're pretty much your dates for this game. Now, what is this game? Why is it important? Why is this something that would interest people who are sick and tired of ArcheAge? Well, ArcheAge in the West obviously has been pretty badly handled, poorly handled by Tryon Worlds, the publisher involved. XL Games isn't really having enough of a say in certain things. They've changed certain things, they've nerfed things for the West, they've made things harder to acquire, harder to acquire in the terms that you need to swipe your credit card to get them. So why would you be interested in Black Desert Online? Well, Dalm Games and of course the EU NA people behind that are Pearl Abyss. Now those 2 companies are actually both developers and publishers, so we are getting a version of the game, but it's being developed and catered specifically for NA and EU. So far we've had, in Korea there was energy potions, which you could purchase from the cash shop, a lot like the labor system. You could buy a labor pot which restores 1,000 labor. Well, that system was very much the same in Black Desert Online. However, we said that we don't want this, and we want the cash shop to be cosmetic items and very much just like that. So they listened to the feedback and they've gone on record on their website, you can read all of this stuff, that there is no energy system requiring you to buy with real money a potion or anything like that. all energy regeneration will be done in-game, and you won't be able to swipe your credit card. I do think, however, you will be able to spend your in-game currency, your silver or gold, on those potions perhaps, but you will not be able to get them from a marketplace. They will be crafted in-game. If there is any in the slightest, the information's a bit hazy on that, and other ways of regenning, such as sleeping in a bed and things like that you might be remembering from ArcheAge. However, this system is a lot more light. There's not as much demand on waiting hours and hours and hours for labor regeneration. It's a lot smaller amount of time, like 5 minutes or so for however many points. Energy is a mechanic that allows you to craft, talk to people, bargain with, barter with NPCs, that sort of stuff. But I'm getting off track here. The things that are available now, if you do buy the game, you can, even if you don't buy the game, you can go over to, if you go to Google and type in Black Desert Online Character Creator, the top link should be the official one on Google. You can actually download for free and play around with the character creator, which you can see in the background of this video. It's particularly in-depth. It's one of the most incredible character creators I've ever seen in an MMO. If that's kind of your thing, then this is going to really attract your attention. You can actually move around different parts of the hair on certain hairstyles. The hairstyles and things like that aren't final. Obviously, they're going to be adding more through the cash shop. As you might expect, these are cosmetic things. But the character creator that we're getting in the game is quite substantial, and it's definitely better than Terra or Warcraft or any of the other games that had a quite in-depth character creation system. This definitely is a whole new league above that. Along with that, you've got all of the abilities to see what sort of outfits that your various classes will be wearing. Classes are gender locked in this game, as is a typical stereotype for Korean MMORPGs, but it's looking really good. Definitely give it a go. Another thing to mention before I end up this video is that there are currently like over 5,000 beta keys for CBT2 accessible and not purchasable, but obtainable through various websites. A lot of them are giving them away, like MMORPG.com, massively overpowered.com, places like that. They have keys being given to them by Down Games to give away. All you have to do is go along and see if you can get a key. Now, bear in mind the demand for these keys to try out the game are quite high at the moment, but you should be able to obtain one. And of course, if you do buy the second or the third package, not the cheapest package, then you can obviously just get access to the CBT2 confirmed, definitely. Bear in mind that the CBT2 is going to be pretty cramped. We're expecting it to be a huge stress test of the server, but you'll be able to go along and see if you like the game. The game is very much sandbox MMO again. The PvE content is what you make it. There isn't any instance dungeons and raids, stuff like that. It's not your super polished Warcraft style MMO. It's more of open world PvP, large scale siege warfare, very PvP focused game. If you're into that kind of thing, definitely this game is for you. If you're more into the scripted PvE scenes, this probably isn't for you. However, there are elements of that in future patches. We're going to get a big dragon boss, other continents, places like that. It's really what you make it. If you are interested by what I've said, or you are interested in Black Desert Online, feel free to go over to blackdesertonline.com, or of course go to the Black Desert Online Reddit, which is full of beautiful amounts of information, and of course lots of stickies that are very helpful for beginners that are interested in possibly trying out the game. I'm incredibly hyped. Rose is also. She's at university today, so at the time of recording this, she's not around to say, but she is also hyped. Quite a few friends of mine that I haven't played with in games for a very long time are all coming together from ArcheAge, Final Fantasy, Warcraft, places like that to give this game a good go. Obviously, the server system hasn't been confirmed yet, but we're thinking that there's going to be a mega server, very EVE Online-like, for EU and then one for NA, which is pretty damn cool if they go down that route. There is a channel system in the game, little bits of information here, so it breaks down the monotony of farming the same mob repeatedly. It's a very grindy game, it's a Korean game, but if you're interested in that kind of thing and you're interested in something that is very, very pretty, obviously give it a go and see what you think. But for me, Meoni, and pretty much for the rest of this week, I will be messing around with a character creator, getting myself set up for CBT2, where I'm going to be recording a hell of a lot of footage for you, and obviously up until the release, and post that with guides once the game is completely out. Until then, thank you very much for watching. It's a return to the Clism cast for me, and a return to video making. I hope you've missed me, because I've missed you guys. Thank you very much for your support, and people asking me to make videos. I'm back. Let's get this started.